Hi Internet! Welcome back to the stream. Hope everyone's doing well. Remni and Mimir, welcome back to the chat. Hope you guys are doing good. So yeah, today's the Wednesday stream because we moved it from Monday. Thank you to everyone who's been hanging with the schedule changes. I actually haven't had a Monday stream in a couple weeks. It's just been kind of an awkward date for multiple reasons over the past month. But appreciate you all stopping by today instead. So a couple of things. First of all, I haven't actually watched the dev snapshot for like the mid-year update thing that they do. So I was gonna react to that first, warm up a little bit, see what they actually are talking about with the game, and then move on to playing some gorlith. Because I was just thinking about that old Gemcrafter gorlith deck that I had, where we actually got the HP up to like I forget what it was actually. I think it was up to like 20 plus before. So we were able to break the HP cap with the gorlith the last time that we played the Gemcrafter version. I was also thinking about Sump, though all of my ideas went in the free build direction, which unfortunately can't really do that in standard, ranked, or eternal casual currently. So we'll see where that ends up. Deck submissions are on, so if you have gorlith ideas, do feel free to send those in, and I will quite happily take a look. Yeah, well, I did see some negative reactions to this dev snapshot. I'm going to watch it though, because I am actually curious what they've said. I know that there's some things about cosmetics that came out of it, but I don't actually know for sure. So we're gonna jump in.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Guskin,
How's the
game
volume?
director and executive producer for Legends of Runeterra.
It's a little loud in my ear.
Today's dev snapshot, I want
So I
to take
think
a
I'll
moment
leave the
to check
volume
in
there.
on where we're at, as well as share some thoughts about what's next for the game and our community.
Volume's
This year,
good,
we've
good.
stepped up our efforts to keep you more informed through live streams and direct interactions with devs, and we want to continue that.
It's a spicy question.
You just wanted to mention bar. I see you. Patch will be here soon, TM.
Welcome back to Community Card Kitchen, where we are making a card.
Oh, the community card kitchen stuff is cool.
So you can expect to see more regular communication from either myself or another member of the lore team.
Full screen.
And
I like being able to keep the video part like outside of my camera, because then the camera ends up taking so much of the screen anyway.
The main reason we're here today. We learned a lot in the past year or so, and I want to share with you how we've been thinking about those lessons and how it impacts our plans moving forward.
Okay.
We're paying close attention to how you play lore and enjoy its content. We've given a lot of thought to how to keep you excited moving forward. When I wrote about how we're refocusing on PvP, our team was wrestling with big pattern.
Oh, your screen is small? Oh no.
And over the past
The
year, we
Pokemon must
learned
be
that
like
you already
ants
find
walking around then.
champions compelling. So we're continuing our focus on getting more PvE content out there with new systems like the monthly challenge and even more
More
endgame for the
PvE
mode.
stuff.
You helped us realize that our approach can and should land more in the middle, rather than a laser focus on either PvE or PvP.
That makes sense,
Speaking of
actually.
PvP, now that we've rebuilt our competitive ecosystem with daily rumbles,
Yeah.
Runeterra opens, and
Yeah,
a new path to
competitive.
worlds, we've seen a lot of positive response to the new ways to compete. We've learned that there's a lot of interest in frequent, community-connected tournaments and events.
Yeah.
So we'll continue to create solid tools for gauntlets and tournaments, and we'll continue to partner more closely with the community to run these events.
Good shit.
We've also seen that you appreciate rapid and responsive live balance to keep things fresh, and that you enjoy getting new ways to play like standard, free build, and other modes.
Yes.
So we're maintaining
True.
our new release cadence with monthly balance refreshes and expansion sets, and looking to explore new game modes whenever we can. Delivering a great game effectively is our highest priority, and we believe this current release cadence, plus a close partnership with our community, has been successful in keeping lore healthy and will continue to bring the hype. But to keep this cadence sustainable for the long haul, we need to focus on the things we believe matter most and will help the game thrive in the long term. Our priorities around what we're making for the game can and will evolve to serve current and future players, and it's critical that we invest our time and energy in the right places.
Okay.
Lore has more limited resources now than we did at launch, and so we've narrowed our focus in on supporting core pieces that maintain game health and also enable us to continue experimenting with ways to keep gameplay fresh and enjoyable.
Okay.
We know that some of you are missing more frequent updates in areas like boards, guardians, and voice lines.
Yes, my friend. We hunt as one.
They add a level of personalization and immersion to the game, and we want to balance that with prioritizing core gameplay and experiments for exciting new features that make Legends of Runeterra a game you love to return to again and again. And that means
Okay.
targeting thoughtful and intentional VO design. And we're even
Okay.
working on bringing a lot of that great cosmetic content from previous passes to you via a new personal shop. And while we've heard the request for one global server shard, after some investigation and experimentation, we found that this just doesn't seem like the right way to restore
Damn.
cross-play. It's a bit too risky
Damn.
and strains our team resources.
Damn it.
It's not a forever no, just not a right now.
Okay.
We want to be as
Eventually.
transparent as possible because
Eventually.
we're confident that a gameplay-first approach is what empowers us to continue to serve you.
Yeah, the fact that
our
they have
incredibly
fewer
passionate
resources than
core
before
audience.
is kind of
There's
fucked
no
up.
question lore's changed over the last year. The team, the game, and everything around it. And there's no question it will continue to change. And we want to make sure that these changes serve you, and that they always stay true to who you are and what you love about the game, including what you partner with us to create.
Uh-huh.
We're still as committed as ever to the lore community, and we're excited for more opportunities to partner with you for upcoming community card kitchens,
Yeah.
influencer-led expansion events,
Yeah.
and community-focused esports.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, you'll be seeing some new Path of Champions endgame content.
Okay.
By then, you'll even be able to participate in experiments with a long-awaited successor to our beloved expeditions on the horizon.
A successor to Expeditions? They said the word Expeditions. Top tier dev snapshot. I don't care about the rest of they said. They mentioned Expeditions. Oh my god. They're putting it into the PvE mode though, which is slightly upsetting, but it's fine. They mentioned Expeditions, so I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay with it anyway. I'll play Path of Champions if they bring back
By the end
Expeditions.
of the year, you'll be seeing some new Path of Champions endgame content. And by then, you'll even be able to participate in experiments with a long-awaited successor to our beloved
Yeah, it's definitely
expeditions on the
PvE
horizon.
content though.
We're excited to keep experimenting with you.
Oh,
and build
it's
a
in
bright future
PvE?
together for lore.
I really wanted
let us know what's on your
PvP
mind.
draft though.
We want to know how you're
Maybe
feeling,
they didn't
what you
rule
wanna see
out.
from us in the
I'm gonna take that with a whole heaping of ambiguity, in that they have not specified that it's only PvE. Though I suspect if they're putting it into the PvE sentence, that it's probably gonna be only PvE. But they said the word. They didn't say that. But here's the thing: they mentioned like experimental endgame, I think.
So let us know what's on your mind. We want to know how successor to our beloved expedition-focused esports. By the end of the year, you'll be seeing some new Path of Champions endgame content. And by then, you'll even be able to participate in experiments with a long.
And by then, yeah, I guess it's a little ambiguous. I really hope it's PvP. PvP and PvE a lot more. I hope it's that. I really hope it's PvP, but it is not clear. It's definitely not clear. I will be deeply unhappy if it's PvE, because Path of Champions is already kind of a deck. I mean, it is a deck building system, so it better be PvP. Otherwise, it's unnecessary duplication. In my opinion, just bring back expeditions, take away resources from games and boards and whatever, or cosmetics and boards, whatever. Just give me expeditions. Give me expeditions. It's what brought me to this damn shit. It's gonna keep me in it. Anyway, yeah, that's fine. Definitely concerning to hear them talk about their own resources being limited. But it was a lot of corporate speak for we're continuing to work on the game and we're trying to listen to your feedback. So great. No red flags for me. I think I'm just going back to something someone said in the chat. I do feel bad for them as a team that they're not getting resources. But it seems like it's moving in the right direction. I mean, competitive already took a big step this year anyway. So as long as they keep doing things like that, probably pretty decent anyway. Flags aren't red, they're just they're black. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to see what comes out of it. We'll have to see what comes out of it, and how the modes change over the next year. So as long as they can keep the competitive community growing, and if they can keep the PvE community happy, that'll work. That'll work. Plus the community's pretty... The community of people who play this game are also, like, I think pretty great, generally speaking. I might be a little biased, but I think it's fine. There'll definitely be people who are dedicated to this game enough to keep it alive. Right? Slash the budget within an inch of its life. It definitely seems that way. But I can't control that, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to worry about the fact that they mentioned expeditions, and that maybe end of year? Next year? That would be great. Anyway, that's what I took away from the whole thing. Transitioning over to gorlith stuff. This is the old version. This is the really old version of Gemcrafter Gorlith. I think I played it once. If my memory is serving me correctly, I played it once, and then I got Gemcrafter Gorlith in my opening hand, so I only did it the one time. So I'm just gonna jump in with this to warm up a little bit and see how it goes. We're probably not going to get a perfect hand. We're probably not going to get a perfect hand, but that's okay. I was also looking at the spell distribution a little bit before the stream. There might need to be more spells in here. I actually am running Hush instead of Targonian Tellstones, which is probably a mistake now. But whatever. That's a gem crafter. That's fine. Can I get more than that, though? That's units. Okay, well, I traded in all of my spells and equipment for just pure units, which is fine. I have 2 gem crafters. I need a spell now. I just need a spell. That's a blinded mystic. That's not a spell. That's okay. That is fine. That doesn't do anything. You're banking mana. You have the Jin Nora Nar. Oh, which is actually a pretty good deck. Woe is me. That is unfortunately a good deck. I could cast Yumi for shits and giggles. They don't have Noxus. I could just cast the Yumi for fun. That would be fucking hilarious. Let's Gemcrafter first, though. Look at my 3/4. Now I need gorlith. Technically, there's ramp in here. Technically, I put in the blue 2/3. We just need to find it. And also gorlith, of course. Here's a gorlith sump deck. Remedy, thank you for the deck code. Absolutely fantastic. You are reducing the amount of work that I have to do. So props for that. I can be lazy. Sump gore. Sump gore? Gore sump? Sumplith? One of those things is right. I have too many Yumis, but that's okay. I guess we could technically double up the gem crafters instead of casting the cat. I think I might just cast the cat, however. Let's do this. Let's take that. I actually kind of want the gem crafter to survive more, because that's what's going to end up buffing later. Though we're not attacking with it then, but to be fair, we don't have a great attack anyway, because something's going to bump into their existing unit. Let's say Portal Scholar. I might attack with it anyway. It's a 6/7. Yeah, we're probably gonna do that. It feels scummy for them. The poor guys are trying to make a fair game, and Riot Management kind of doesn't care. Yeah, Riot, I definitely get the impression that Runeterra is the one that they care the least about. Riot, at least. Which sucks. Which sucks. Because it's a really neat card game. Fundamentally, it is a cool card game. The lack of advertising for Elawar is sad. Yeah, it doesn't really show up many places. It's like, it exists in the multi-client thing, but most people just look at fucking League. They're not looking at other stuff, they just look at League there. I'm gonna jet a ship after here. Even from the beginning. Yeah, the only reason I found out about Runeterra, actually, is because a Magic the Gathering creator, merchant, had made a video about LOR, and like right as it first released or when it was in beta or something, and I was like, oh, look at that, I'm getting kind of tired of Magic, maybe that would be cool. I didn't see any of the Riot advertising for it. It was just this like one Magic creator that I was like lucky to have watched at one point. You get a Bandle Cinemare. That's unfortunate. We're probably gonna silence that. Yeah, I think we're just gonna silence the shit out of that, actually. Ooh, I should have silenced the Portal Scholar earlier, actually. We can still do it, though. Which I think is probably useful here. Let's see, you have an assessed with Lee since you were 13 and a lore since you were 15. It is good that it is nice that it's good for the lore. You're gonna kill my thingy. No, you're not. I don't want you to kill my thingy. That was probably a waste of a heal, to be fair, and they probably have more pings. But this way I get an attack. That's a fucking pie toss. Fine, kill my thing, yada yada yada. There was a type of advertising when it was in beta, because you heard about it while playing League, and it seemed chill for the loreheads. Chill for the loreheads sounds about right. Well, that's a bust. Not really gonna get much out of this, probably. We got the gorlith! God dang it! gosh, diddly darn it, we got the gorlith. I'm gonna kill that. I can take 8 damage. Certainly not the worst thing ever. Literally watched the original announcement in the Riot 10-year anniversary stream. Riot has abandoned League lore aside of LOR. They've also rewritten it a couple times, right? Oh yes. Buffety, Silency. No Lord Broadmains for you. And then they will cast another one because yes. Because they had it. Duh. We're gonna pass here and hold mana and see if they give us a chance to cast the Celestial Blessing. Looks like they're kind of giving us an opportunity here. I have 8 mana. I'm 1 away from gorlith anyway, so let's just go with the cat, I think. Got rid of summoners in League and Canon Universe and just never replaced it. Yeah, summoners. Summoners were real. That kind of sucks. Okay, how many things are going here? 3 of them. Yeah, I can't actually stop that from happening. I have a Lunari Cultist and a Cosmic Youngling, and that's about it. Old lore was cool but limited. Lee Sin was supposed to be a summoner. Did not know that. That one's kind of interesting. We're just gonna cast things. This heals, technically. I needed another Blinded Mystic, and there's only 2 in this deck. Healing is, like, kind of useful, but, like, also not really. It's also not really useful. Yeah, so we can heal here. And then I think we're still flat on HP. Yeah, we're unfortunately still flat on HP, because I can't stop any more damage from coming in, really. Alright, we're dead. Goodbye! Goodbye! He was a summoner and messed up a spell and destroyed a city. So he gouged his eyes out in retribution. That's how he lost his eyes? I don't know, I'm assuming it was like genetics, but to be fair, it's an angsty man in the video game, so I should probably have assumed that it wasn't genetics. He was a student summoner. Lux was so insecure she makes Peter Parker look like a healthy individual. Oh god. And summoned part of a child. Ooh, not part of a child. That's the worst part to summon. You want the whole child. Just generally as a rule, I think you want the whole child when it comes to summoning. Alright, this is an informal submission. I'm gonna call this one Gore Sump. That's what I've decided what is it, portmanteau is or something? I'm probably not necessarily the right word there, but I've chosen it, so we're gonna use it. And became a champion. Also, it always was rumored that Jax was the leader of the summoners in disguise. I wouldn't put that past Jax. He seems like the type to be in disguise. Jax fought in the Rift as a gladiator, but he was too OP, so he had to use a lamppost. That part I knew. He's using the lamppost because if he uses anything else, he'll fucking destroy everyone. What are we doing here? Drop Order, Poltevan Tellstone, Silence and Suppress, Faros Financier, Mystic Shot Single Combat, Time Trick, Blocking Badger Bear, Submonument, Augmented Clockling, Echo, Detain, Formula, Hex, Obliterator, Lord Eldred, Mage Seeker Leader, and Gorlith. Oh, I like the Eldred. Because that will counter some of the puff cap draws that we're giving ourselves. Yeah. Okay. Tough seems great too. Let's try this out. We've got Cocklings to duplicate stuff. Obviously we don't want to duplicate the fucking Sump Money, but if we could duplicate like a gorlith for some big gorlith plays, that would be great. The retcon was copy pasting a controversial act of Vietnamese political activism. You still have high hopes for the MMO. The MMO and the fighting game will hopefully be neat. I'm still gonna keep playing every single thing that they make, with some exceptions. Like the fucking Ziggs game. But everything else, the big ones, we'll be jumping in. We'll be trying it out to see how it does. lore is a void creature that's an entire city and a pack of Darkins. A pack of Darkins! A murder of Darkins. They've got wings, right? Some of the Darkin have wings. Most of the Darkin, probably, have something that will allow them to fly. So I'm gonna go with murder. I'm gonna go with murder. They will caw at you if you give them bread in the morning, I'm assuming. And people screaming that Varus needs to be Varus, the Vaerus. I mean, he does. I would honestly not disagree if they changed his naming to have 2 A's in it. There's Zalani, there's Aatrox. Come on, man. Did you not read the damn memo? Feel bad though, you haven't played like any League or LOR this year. I mean, fucking fair enough. I go through phases of video games too. Like, because of the streaming, I've been, I would say, like, quite dedicated to continuing LOR and stuff, especially, you know, with tournaments happening and etc. Yeah. Definitely my off-stream games have changed a lot. For sure as well. I mean, Final Fantasy and Genshin are great games from what I know of them. Certainly no judgment. Do whatever makes you pleased. Also, this is quite the... Oh yeah, you've noticed my opening hand? You've noticed that I have 2 Gorliths with an Eldred and an Echo, and I didn't find a predict until right now. That whole shebang. I'm at 9 HP. This is good. I'm doing great. Should I have maybe aftershocked something? I guess maybe, but at the same time, I'm probably dead. I could get another Gorlith. I could get another Gorlith. Oh, shiddlesticks. Let's see. The Ruination event was sad, but the Soul Fighter event looks cool. Also, I remember when Ruination wasn't tied to anyone. Oh, wait, what do you mean? Also, I guess I can echo. As quick I will die. I'm gonna die, but I can cast my echo. If you condense a Gorlith, shuffle into the deck, does that mean you can use that 5-drop to summon it? If you condense a Gorlith, I think so, but it would also give you 1 HP, right? It'd also give you 1 HP. It'd be really funny. Not gonna lie, the 1 HP Gorlith swapping would be fantastic. At least it would be entertaining anyway. Maybe not so fantastic for my survivability, but I'm not doing that anyway. I'm absolutely failing to do that anyway. Let's do this. Maybe we'll hit a drop order. I have hit the sub-monuments. Oh god. Not enough. Detain? Also not enough. We're gonna try again. We hit Masters, so we don't really care about losing that LP. I'm not trying to hit top 100 or anything this season. It's a Hex Obliterator. I have so many options for absolutely nothing. For absolutely gosh darnel diddly nothing. Okay, anyway. Diego didn't exist. And it was management's fault. That doesn't seem unreasonable to assume. Just blame corporate management, you know? Just blame capitalism. Let's do that again. Good old Lurk indeed. Lurk kind of ate my face off, which is fine. I know that's Plague's thing or whatever. Sunny D. Oh my god, I played against Sunny D in Diamond, I think. Hi, Sunny D. We both made it. Welcome back. Anyway, we're gonna try this again. That's not quite it. It almost is almost okay. Pharaohs is good. I can do things with the Pharaoh's financier. That's the Frith. Please don't kill me. Okay, that's only 3 damage. It's fine. Anyway, we have a Pharaoh, so it'll be good. Ow. I'm not happy about it, but it's okay. It's still ow. What's your mastery on those, by the way? I like the Jax Aatrox shenanigans happening over there. Until it kills me, of course. Champion strength, sputtering, and assembly line. Ooh, boy, you have equipment. I'm so tempted to take champion strength just because it's a bullshit card. Sputtering song spinner is also fun. Assembly line gives us 3/3s, but they're gonna have units to kill all our stuff anyway. I'm gonna take champions because it's actually not the memeiest, it's just the strongest if we get units on the board. It's just straight up the strongest if we get units. So maybe we'll get a chance to cast it. That's a 2-1 with Overwhelm. They get the damage anyway. If they cast a Jax... they have a mana left, which means they might be able to counter our Mystic shots. I will potentially burn 2 Mystics, though, if they wish for it to happen that way. They don't wish for it to happen that way. They do cast a Piltovan Castaway instead. They are giving a 4-2. I do have a bear. I could also Mystic it. I do have bear, though. I do like bear. Tone deaf business decisions, shit crunch, CFO that literally farted on employees' faces. I did not know that. Wait, what? In terms of video game scandals, I definitely heard about Blizzard's shit. I knew that Riot had got itself embroiled in some shit because of shit people, but I don't know too many details. A cavalcade? Oh, not the cavalcade. That's not what you want to hear when it comes to a fucking business. Bear, because it's fat? I think fat bear, and then we hold out for some more predicts for the Echo stuff. All of Riot's resources currently go into Valorant. Your sister plays it, and every time we look, they are getting cool stuff. Oh, is it Valorant time? To be fair, Valorant does look slick as fuck. Like, I see gameplay of it sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, no, that looks like a pretty solid game. I'm terrible at shooters, and I cannot click heads to literally save my life. It's like, don't really play it. I played it a few times with friends, and I was like, I picked, what's his name? Whatchamacallit? What is his name? I picked, it starts with an S. I want to say Svarog, but that's, fucking, Sova? Whatever it is. I picked that guy, and I managed to, delightfully irritate my friends by calling him White Hanzo the whole time, which brought me significant amounts of joy. Okay, you got some stuff that does do a suck. I'm gonna try and kill things. That definitely doesn't trade with the Jax, but we'll see what happens here. They buff it or something, right? We still have 2 Mystics. Okay. Okay, that's actually fine. I'm still... Oh, that doesn't trade still, because it does have the thing on it. We could Mystic that, then, assuming they don't have a +1/+1, but the Jax will already see the 4 damage that he's producing anyway. It reduces the damage we're taking by, like, a little bit. It's like 2 damage for 2 damage to us. We want to survive for gorlith, so I will actually Mystic that, even though Mystics are usually for face places. Oh, gone FTTs, because League has been slacking for a while, too. Arcane and Wild Rift. Yeah, I can honestly kind of see TFT taking fewer resources. But to be fair, I always, like, I somewhat pay attention to Riot Mortog because he posts a lot of stuff about TFT. It does seem like a very, like, lively game for sure, which is kind of neat. That's one of the reasons I keep going back to it, because I keep seeing news about TFT. Mortog is really dedicated. Yeah, Mortog gives so many shits about that game. It's kind of amazing. Kudos to that guy for, like, really playing it and explaining things and talking to the community, like, all the time. Yeah, you're equipping, you're doing stuff. Where's your Aatrox? We still have yet to see Aatrox anywhere. I guess they might not have found it yet. Okay, we have some monument now. They're still not Aatroxing, they're just casting other stuff. We actually are going to have champion strength really soon, or like, I mean, we could rip it this turn. What is that if I rip it this turn? We get a couple of 6/6s and a 5/7. That's just kind of a lot because we're not dying here. So I think I'm going to formula and then cast the sump. Your friends keep trying to get you into TFT, but the items trigger you. They are like, nah, you build Infinity Edge. I'm Lysandra! Oh my god. So, Glass also plays League proper, and I was explaining to him the items, and he was just like, this is hurting the brain a little bit. And I was like, but obviously you just stack AP on that. What else would you do? They did rework Infinity Edge and Jewel Gauntlet. They obviously have different stats and do slightly different things, but they did update that. Because it used to be, something else. It used to be something else. Well, I'm gonna take damage anyway, so fuck it, we'll just take the damage. I should check to see if there have been any patch updates since I last played. I last played a couple weeks ago, I think, because I've been consumed by Hearthstone Battlegrounds and the auto battler space. Would also recommend that one as well. That's 2. Okay. Well, my gorlith is rapidly decreasing in efficacy, unfortunately. I'm gonna try to... Let's see. I can't echo and champion, but we can drop order and champion. Fuck it! I got a champion strength. We'll try to use it. I think. I mean, we've got fucking elusive units. They have 7 mana. They have 1 card that isn't a goddamn equipment. So, here we go. Champion strength. Not really a gorlith play, but is certainly a fuck you play. Okay. You want to take 12 damage from McLaughlin's? Because that's the choice you're facing right now. That's the decision that you have in front of you at this moment. Okay, that's fine. Who gives a shit? We're gonna do some scouty damage. We're gonna scout it out. This is still not a gorlith game. We're just waiting for the gorlith game, and it has yet to happen. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. That's good. That's a counter strike. I guess I could have. No, I couldn't have yeeted into judgment. There's no judgment over there. It's improvised forge and darkens. The darken fan though right now is the only darken that has thus shown up. Also, Aatrox, hello, welcome in. We were just fighting against a Jax Aatrox, and we are attempting slowly but surely to try and get a gorlith to happen. We have yet to do that, but I think that's mostly the fault of other people playing reasonably constructed decks, and I'm trying to rip a 9 cost here. League has a lot of expensive tech and development. Wild Draft is the cash cow. There's Project L, Arcane, and TFT. Riot Forge takes a bit of money as well. The MMO must be taking resources. Yeah. They're split in a lot of directions, which is, like, cool. But also, can we get Runeterra up on that list? You can compete with Magic if you try hard enough. Okay. Let's try die! My hand! My hand is a hand. This is not how it's supposed to work. This is not what's supposed to happen when I have drop orders. What is this hand? What have I done wrong? I have no way of shuffling them back in. I'm just stuck with them.
Better dead than topside.
I'm just stuck with 3 drop orders at the top deck. Which god did I offend today? It's one of them. At least one whole god has been offended. Multi-marketing, giving it League client prominence like Riot Forge games, cross-game rewards. I mean, at least Runeterra has its own launcher, unlike TFT. But yeah, as you said, TFT is pretty light, so gotta make sense they just fold it into something else. Oh, also, Nautilus Maokai is a good deck, or has better options. Nautilus Maokai, so you're asking about whether Deep is still viable? I haven't seen a Deep deck in a while. The Deep did get some better cards like a couple expansions ago, so if you're coming back to Deep from like a year, it's definitely better. But I haven't seen it in ages. I've seen Lurk, but not Deep really, unfortunately. I don't think it's like super prominent right now, but you can give it a shot. I was actually thinking about it earlier today of like, I wonder where Deep's at. Because the card that heals you, I forget what it's called, the sea monster, long-necked seal-looking one. That one, whatchamacallit, does help out the deep decks a little bit. Okay, so we have Clockling now. We have single combat, which is weird. We have detain. We could detain single combat the Samira, which I feel like is not really what they're looking for. Okay, I'm gonna Clockling still. Put that in front of this Father Fury. It's a Gorlith kind of early. Let's take a Pharaohs. Can't cast him, but there he is. I guess we could have discounted the Gorlith to 8, but I'm kind of worried about surviving because we do have to wait a second for the monument to come online. I'm so tempted to single combat that, but I feel like I immediately then walk into an all out because they've triggered the plunder this turn. We could try. We got down to 17, which isn't the worst one. LOR can't pay for itself, which makes you sad. Yeah, if they had a better, I guess, fundamental, maybe it would be... Yeah, it would feel a lot better to be a player of Runeterra. Deep got buffed when the sea monster that heals next is the card that drains 2 and toss, but Deep is a little missing in this meta. Deep is definitely missing. Yeah, those were the cards I was talking about, the healing card and the other card, which I am struggling to remember the name of. There's not sapling toss, but yeah, I know the ones that you're talking about. I'm not actually sure how it would do. I think you'd have a rough time against some of the Demacia decks. Like, I've seen a lot of Vaintrox, but also probably struggle against Fizz Samira on specific turns, which is also pretty dominant right now. There's the Nasus Vigar is also probably going to be able to counter it, because the Nasus gets bigger than the Nautilus, like, surprisingly fast, like somewhat alarmingly fast, even. So that is probably what's hampering it a little bit. Runeterra devs are dedicated. I do get the impression that they're dedicated, that they really want it to work, and they really want this game to do super well, but they are limited in what they are capable of doing, not by their own fault. No worries, no worries. Aatrox, thank you for giving it a shot. And you're making total sense, honestly. I can completely understand what you are saying about all of this shit. So, honestly, kudos to you. I have been trying to learn another language for a long time, and I have not made much progress. So yeah, thanks for coming in. Yeah, what Mimir said, your English is good, don't worry about it. Well, there go my Gorlith dreams again. This one is, I'm struggling a lot with this one. I think we just can't survive. We need a way to survive a little bit better until we get to 9, which is just really hard with any deck in this meta. I feel like games end around turn 7 at the latest. I'm thinking of the Nasus Vigar, of like it kills a 4 cost, it kills a 5 cost, it kills a 6 cost, it springs back for Kindler. I guess that's turn 8, is right? That's around turn 8-ish, more like. It's still unfortunate for us. Still deeply unfortunate for us. I wish they could be bilingual. Yeah. You're also gonna watch Castlevania? Oh shit! Yeah, good shit. Good choice. Have a good foray away, and thank you for stopping in the meantime. Well, unfortunately, I'm puff capping the shit out of myself. So we'll see how it goes. It's a free pale. I'm gonna draw. Okay. Gruesome Theater is actually not complete ass on attack. And then I could take the Wakened Sands and summon a blocker. I'm gonna summon a blocker because I can. Because I can. There we go. Look at my pony. It's a good pony. It's a good pony. Yeah, that hurts, but that's not the end of the universe. So I could recall a unit that is an elixir. of Wrath. If they spend all of their spells right now, then that's great, because then I can stop them from doing more stuff to my face hole, which is kind of the point. Okay, they didn't cast anything, which I don't think it really matters. I don't think that really makes a difference. I'm going to try that, though, and see if that does anything. I'm gonna, yeah, because do we take the fizz? Nah, we don't take the fizz. We try this. I think we try that so we can get rid of fizz and Samira. It does put it back into hand, which is like kind of irrelevant, but here we go. Goodbye! Thank you for coming in. Alright, is that a spell? Because you can counter the fizz part, but you can't counter the Samira part. Unless you have that, which is a prize fight. Oh damn. Okay, you do indeed have it. Fuck. They had a prize fight. It was actually the perfect thing to counter the ephemeral. Damn. Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's great. I will actually be gorlithing for, well, okay, assuming that I live to gorlith. We have a lot of puff caps, unfortunately, though, so I don't think that's gonna be the case. Oh, and they're rallying. They are also rallying. I understand. I understand. I forgot that they banked enough spells for that. And I was just like, we're fine. We're not fine. We're a little bit less than fine. That's gonna be pulled by Samira, yeah? Oh no, it's not. Okay, well that's fine. I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna done diddly draw. And we're gonna put that there. And then we're gonna injure Samira for a whole 2 damage. It's gonna be a whole 2 damage. It's gonna be exciting. There's a flare. They can cast it, which is exciting. They do have another Chum the Waters, which is less exciting for me. You stopped playing the game because of the meta. Siren Song was a nerf. What is the meta now? Meta now is not Siren Song. That it became too expensive, so you have successfully avoided Siren Song. I mean, I find it just helpful to check out what's at the top of the list on like Mastering Runeterra or Runeterra.ir or something like that, just to like see what people are actually playing. I think Vygar Nasus currently has a 54% win rate, so it's like still at the top. Samira Fizz is doing well. Vayne Aatrox, Vayne Quinn Aatrox is doing well. I think Echo Jinx is also, I've seen it a couple of times, and I think there's a Jinx deck that is running around that's doing pretty good. That's what I can remember. Heimer Jace. Oh, yes, Heimerdinger Jace is also back in. But I used vaults to get to Masters, if that is at all interesting to you. Okay, that didn't work again. I forget how many times I've tried this. You know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna make a new Gorlith deck. We're gonna see how much I can do with it. New Gore. Where's our man? Where's our man Gorlith? I'm wondering if I could just run, because if we go to Eternal, right? And then we do like mobilize, just in general. I saw people laying Kennen with Jinx, and your mind was like, what the fuck? That's fair. I can run a mobilizer too, because I'm just starving for being able to cast things. What else? Oh, I don't know if I know during the Husk time, and I saw it a couple times while I was climbing, the Ginny decks, or as I like to call them, the Janny decks, are doing okay. I'm also just looking at it right now, so that reminded me. Elusives are a thing. Teemo elusives with Targon. Some people are also running puff caps because puff caps are pretty solid right now, because you can just kind of outlive your opponent with Sump Monument. So straight up bundled PNC puff caps also kind of works right now. I usually won against it when I had the elusive deck, because I don't really have a ton of elusives, and it would occasionally pair me with that because I just thought Teemo decks go duke it out in the corner. But Teemo elusives is a thing. Not the Teemo Zoe that I used to rank up with, but the Teemo, like, with the Daring Poros and just Solani buffs. What was I doing? I was gonna build an Eternal Gorlith. I think I do actually want I'm gonna go and say that I do actually want Targons. I'm gonna put the gem crafters back in, because that's one of the main ways that I can think of getting the gorlith to be swole. So I'm gonna actually put it in a decent number of those. I think I would also like to put in draw so that we can get the gorlith faster and kind of guarantee that the gorlith is the thing that we get out of this experience rather than something else. Like, if we could play spells and just somehow get the spells and then leave it there, that would be kind of cool. There's not a lot of great ways to do that, unfortunately. Put in a couple of tempting prospects. They do count as spells. We could also run celestial blessings and stuff. I had one copy of the giant +8/+8 card in this deck before. I don't know if I really want to run that again, but to be fair, it did kind of work. I'm gonna put in... We could put in, like, loping telescopes or something to give us utility, just generally speaking. Spacey Sketcher is probably not it. We do want spells. The other thing I was thinking of was Sunburst, just like 1 or 2 of, to just have some control over the board kind of thing. Gorlith is there. We just need, like, utility. We just need, like, things. They're gonna keep us around for a hot minute. Targonian Telstones is probably something that I should not forget this time, because I did forget it last time. So I'm gonna include a copy of those, few copies of those at least. Targonians. Oh, what's its name? The Healy Horse. What is... If I put in Stella, does it give it? Yes, it does. Oh, no, it doesn't! Oh, what's it called? What's the one? What's the Healy one cost called? Where's the Healy one cost? Cosmic... Oh, 2 cost, sorry. Cosmic Youngling. It doesn't come up in search if I put in Stellacorn? I guess it doesn't have the Stellacorn literally anywhere it's in its text, so that is correct, but it surprised me. Asmus we can forget about. I think I could field promote the gorlith. I'm going to include a field promotion, and you're welcome to call me stupid for it, but that's such a hilarious concept, and this deck is gonna fail anyway. So we're gonna bank on us drawing the gore and going from there. Stony Suppressor makes my stuff more expensive, but it also makes my opponent's stuff more expensive. And I just want to get this card out. So if we cast a Mobilize for 4, we don't really give a shit, because we could easily cast that way before something like Stony Suppressor would actually be suppressing us. Though we do have Celestial Blessings, but again, we're just trying to get to 9. We're just trying to get to 9. So I'm going to throw in some Stony Suppressors for the happy fuzzy feeling it gives me when my opponent is struggling to do the game. I don't think I want 3 Mobilizes. I feel like that would be just honestly excessive. Starlit Epiphany would be funny, but I don't think that's it either. We Stand Together, Wandering Shepherd, Wish is a card. There's Bastion. Oh, I did include the Expanse's Protection last time because I was running the Darkened Lodestones before. I'm gonna put in a couple of Blinded Mystics because those were helpful last time, and I feel like they're always just generally useful. Broadback Protector could help us guarantee that we're actually healing, or that we're actually keeping our Nexus HP up, so that when we cast the Gorlith, it does get a sizable amount of HP, because as much as we would love to get the Gorlith to be at 20, we also potentially want us to be above 20. We'd also like the Gorlith to have their 20. So let's do a Broadback and see if that kills us. I think the 12 mana card. Oh, Age of Dragons. Do I have it? I don't think I've ever crafted it. Yeah, Age of Dragons. For the top 9 cards in your deck, draw each dragon and reduce their cost to 0, then shuffle the rest into your deck. I went up against a couple people. It's not a dragon deck. Oh, but just in Targon in general. Yeah, this isn't a dragon deck. But this one, is funny. I went up against somebody who was trying to play it. And I remember in our last tournament, somebody actually brought Age of Dragons, and then they got fucking denied in a singleton free build event. And I was just like, ouch. I am so sorry that you went through that. I'm so sorry you got countered. It would have been funny if they'd been able to pull it out, but they did get just fucking destroyed. I was like, I'm so sorry. Where did our new gore go? Where's new gore? There's new gore. Let's change the loadout a little bit. We have no card styles because we're chads and we're not running champions. What's the most gorlithy thing I can muster? Let's do Sentinel. Let's do one of the Sentinel sanctuaries. And then who wants to channel the gorlith energy? The Poro does. I vote that the Poro 100% wants to do that. Okay, let's play some casual. Let's play some casual Eternal. Oh yeah, Ranked Eternal starts up in a couple of weeks, I think, right? I want to say it was like the 16th or the 18th that they were going to bring an Eternal ranked back. We'll see if I try to get to Masters in that one. I think I hit... Did I hit Diamond in Eternal last season? I forget if I did or not. I want to say that I just hit Plat, but that's okay. Oh... I like that. See, we have the Gorlith Gemcrafter thingy in here, so we can hypothetically target the Gorlith only, which would be ideal. Oh yeah, I did include chimes in the last iteration of this. You know what we could also do now? We could build the chime Gorlith to get that going, because that's also a valid strategy, and then we can get Bard and Esmus and the bird and all that stuff, which I actually do miss playing sometimes. And then... we wouldn't have Gemcrafters, but we'd have Bard, who can actually just double a shitload of chimes. So maybe that would be better. Maybe that would be better. I do like this strategy, though, and I wish I had been able to get the Sump version going. I think we gave it 3 or 4 attempts, but I just... my clocklinks just never cut it exactly. Though, again, to be fair, Sam Fizz is a monster of a deck and should be stopped, but... I couldn't stop it with that, very sadly. Do you like my flight? It flies! Through space. It space flies. I guess it's also technically like a crane or whatever, but I'm gonna call it a fly now. Hello, opponent! Would you like to have a bird to the noggin? I don't think they want the bird to the noggin, which is just uncouth, you know? You really should take more birds to the noggin, Vladimir G. I mean, they disconnected. I think they probably disconnected at this point. We got a Celestial Wanda. That's great. That works for me. They probably DC'd. It looks like they DC'd, which is a little unfortunate, because that means I won't be able to get the full Gorlith combo again. Because it will disconnect them from the match. Oh no, opponent, I need you to do something, but like also not too much so that I can do my stuff, okay? I need this. Damn it, they left. Or their client crashed. Or they had to take care of something. Or maybe they had to poop. Who knows? I accidentally walked in a guy pooping today at work, which was awkward as fuck. We have like, whatchamacallums, we have doors that are like basically single room bathrooms. There's no stalls, so if like you go in there, it's like you take over the bathroom. Someone didn't lock the door behind them, so I accidentally just walked into this guy taking a shit, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Both of us, I feel, were just awkward in that scenario, just horribly awkward. Yeah, and then somebody, I almost warned them, but I wasn't sure exactly how, because I was walking down the hallway away from the door. It's just kind of doing an awkward, oh god, I hope he doesn't recognize me or ever see me in this building again. But then somebody else went to the same bathroom behind me. And I don't know for sure if he left by the time the second person tried to open the door too. And I had a moment of like, should I have told him that there's a guy in there taking a dump and that he shouldn't just walk in there? But I was so far away that I would have had to have like yelled down the hallway at him. And I was just there. It was just a comedy of errors. Okay. I was just like, I'm not doing this. If he walks in on somebody else also pooping, that's not my fault. That's just objectively not my fault. Anyway, occasionally we at the office have talked about the paranoia of like not wanting to walk in on somebody or not having someone wanting to have somebody walk in on us. Everyone's nightmare came true today. I was able to embody someone's biggest fear. So, you know, kudos to me, I guess. Kudos to me, I suppose. What am I doing here? I guess I could buff the elusive and then buff the gorlith, because that means the gorlith gets like +2 there. I mean, it's a 4/3 that is unfortunately not going to do anything except lose its stat line and draw me a card, but it's still 4 damage, so like, we'll take it. And we'll take it. There's a combat code. So fun facts about our work bathroom. It's okay. I know it's not as bad as some people's bathrooms. It's definitely not as bad as some bathrooms. However, I find it very funny that somebody who joined the company has actually decided to start compiling like a Google Slides scrapbook of all the weird shit that has ended up in that bathroom. And I'm not shitting you. There has been some weird stuff in that bathroom. Like, I once walked into it and there was just like sand dumped down the toilet for some reason. Don't ask me why or who thought that was a good idea, but there was like sand in it. And then one of our bathrooms has been closed for ages because it broke and no one has fixed it yet. It's a very interesting time to poop. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with all of this, except to say that it's weird, and I also wanted to share the cringe with all of you. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm gonna take 4 hull damages. I'm not happy about it, but we're gonna do it. I have a 3/15. We're at 7 mana next turn, which is unfortunate, because I really would have liked to be on 8 right now, because that would have been helpful. That's sunburst. I can't really sunburst anything. That fish whack is huge, right? Because if I try to do that, it's not going to work. It's just going to bring it down to a 10-2 with Overwhelm, because the unit itself doesn't do shit for dick. It's just the weapon. That's by now impossibly large. I have another gorlith! Boy, oh boy, I have so many gorliths. That's an Orn. That is an Orn, and it's duplicating that one, right? Yeah, so I also cannot silence that one. And I don't really have any other ways of dealing with that shit. So we're gonna die now. We are going to die. You buffed the wrong gorlith, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. I guess I could Blessing of Targon. That's also not really gonna work. I could Cosmic Youngling. That's technically a blocker. It is technically a blocker. They're definitely not gonna let me play that. As much as I would love them to let me play this, they're going to not do it. They're going to deny me another gorlith experience. Please, just chill. Just hold your nuts for a moment and let me cast a no! You didn't hold your nuts for long enough. I need you to hold them for like 10 minutes while I did a bunch of card things. Damn it! Damn it. It's okay. I'll give my totally 100% cracked gorlith deck another couple attempts here. Tangerine sack. Alright, dude, I need you to hold your tangerines for like 10 minutes now. Okay, that's a ram, except not really, because, I probably should dump the blue sentinels. They're not doing very much. They're not doing what I need them to do. That's a flight, though. Draw me cards like Gemcrafter. I have been very lucky that we've been getting Gemcrafter with some consistency, sorry. But not now. Ooh, Sony Suppressor makes their spells that they already want to cast at 6 an awkward mana, but not really killer mana. It's not murder time mana, you know? I would need this to be like really giant for them to really suffer the Sony Suppressor effects. I mean, we're still fucking up their 6-cost cards to 7. But that doesn't really matter when it's 6+ cost. Really less impactful, that one. I have a Healy horse, though. Look at my Healy horse. It is a horse and it heals. Oh my god, we found the gem crafter! Okay, I just need it not to die now. That would be lovely. That's 2 damage. That's okay. Do not die, gem crafter. I need you for purposes. So I think we mobilize. And then Stony Suppressor for 1. Do a little sneaky Stony Suppressor. Oh, no! My unit! But they didn't take my healing as a result, which is great, so I'm okay. Everything will be fine. Thank you for healing me. That's a tempting prospect. That's great. We're gonna mobilize and then cast a Stony Suppressor. That's fine. 2 mana tempting prospect, 3 mana guiding touch. We can pay that cost. Hopefully they cannot as much, but again, they just want to cast expensive shit. That is a Quietus. You suck. You are lame and boring with your control pieces over there. I need you to not think about what I have on my board. There's the flight back. We can do a sentinel flight kind of situation. Here's 012. That is a Jace. You have last breath effects, so that's fine. You can take that for sure. I could not care less, actually, if you give me that. Okay, I'm surprised, but that's fine. We're not healing here because we don't need to. That's 7 mana. Unfortunately, it is at the wrong time. The absolute wrong time. I do get a flight, which means I can attack for meaningless amounts of damage into the Jace Heimerdinger and then hope. I can do none of that. I can do absolutely none of that. Actually, never mind. I lied to us all. I lied to everyone. I do apologize. Do I wait for time? I'm in up 20 HP. We're gonna sit at a nice 20 HP, burn a whole 5 mana. But to burn 5 mana, it's gonna be great. Don't you worry, it's gonna be great. We have the Gorlith next turn. We do have it next turn. It will be not full HP, but it will be a moderately okay amount of HP, hopefully. That's the dream. That's the dream. They're at 18. I don't know if I can stay at 18. That's a 3-2 normally. I can block here. We go down to 12. We could silence. It's probably not worth. We can do these. That brings us up to 16. If they keep the Hoily Horse, we can go up to 17, I think, which is still, unfortunately, 1 off of their HP, which does suck. I don't actually know if there's anything that will get us out to be able to get the Gorlith to full at this point. I'm going to take the damage and then cast a lot of Guiding Touches. We could silence one of those. It's just still not quite there. Because I would have to use the Telestone either for the Husk or the Targon to hold the heal. Neither of those are really ideal in this scenario. Neither of those are really ideal. It's a tempting prospect. Yeah, I can't even Celestial Blessing because I have nothing on the field. Oh, God. It could take another Stony Suppressor, I suppose, but they have 7 mana, so they can also just kind of sit on stuff. Stony Suppressor allows me to Celestial Blessing still, though, which means we could get a sneaky little trade out of it into an extra Gorlith pip. So we'd be going down to 13 instead of 12, which is still quite awkward. Oh, and they're drawing, or they're draining rather. They're draining HP. So they also go up to 20. So I really would have needed that to be at 20, or I would have needed myself to be at 20 at that point as well, which is unfortunately not happening anymore. It's just unfortunately not gonna quite cut it. I don't have to target any Telstones to buff it on the attack either. That's a Pale Cascade. Well, we're gonna cast and then it's gonna get Vengeance and then we're gonna have a good time. Yes, the 116! Vengeance it, motherfucker! Vengeance it. Vengeance, my gorlith the unscalable, for he is unscalable. Oh my god, are we getting an actual attack here? You didn't have removal for that? Okay, I got a hit with a gorlith. Stream goals achieved. I hit them in the face with this big ass thing. Which, to be fair, does give me a little bit of concern now that we've played the Mage Seeker and it is also a Petricite being, but that's not my business anymore. That's not my problem at this point. Fuck you, Silas. I'm with the Mage Seekers now. That's 2 floor begons. I'm fine. I'm fine. The option that I'm going with is everything's okay and I have nothing to worry about. That's only a 9/5 with quick attack and fury and an 8/3 with lifesteal. Only that. It is only those things. I don't see what the problem is other than my impending doom. Impending doom never hurt anyone. Never, ever hurt anyone at all. That has fucking spell shield. Ah! Oh, right, because it's not a fearsome unit. Ah! I am a wee bit in trouble. That's -21. I unfortunately do not think that I can fix a -21 kind of scenario. We're gonna pick a hush anyway so that we can draw a card. And we find out of that lovely car, another Pale Cascade. If only I could use it on my Nexus. Gorlith will hold the line. I found 2 Gorliths! I found 2 Gorliths! Anyway, I'm gonna go die, because that's my options. Those are my options. It's -17. That's okay. But we do have an 18 HP Gorlith! So, go Gorlith! All right, I'm gonna do this silly deck one more time because it's actually quite fun when it vrooms a little bit. It doesn't quite vroom. Instead of it being a Corvette, you know, or even an even fancier thing like a fucking Huracan or whatever, we've got what's that? What is it? The Buick LeSabre. We've got a Buick, I don't know how to say that word, but I was reading a thing about it. We've got a little Buick LeSabre here, you know? Like, it's solid, it's dependable, it's not very fancy though, and it does get blasted out of the field by all of these fucking Mazda decks or whatever they're doing. See this Yumi Pantheon? That sounds like the meta to me. That sounds like a Mazda or a, what's a reasonably nice car? Our Toyota Camry's still very nice. I know that was the most stolen car for a while because people, like, it was just really fucking dependable and good. So it would be stolen a lot because thieves would be like, well, they're everywhere, so you can't tell them apart, and also it's fucking dependable. Which I find to be the funniest thing ever. You try to buy yourself a car that's fucking solid, and then it gets stolen because it's fucking solid. What an absolute travesty. Hot Red! Thank you for the redeem. Shurima, your emperor has returned. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for coming in. I'm gonna sneak out a little gem crafter here, and no one will be the wiser. No one's the wiser? Who says that line, actually? No one's the wiser. I want to say it's an Ionia card, but I can't actually tell you which Ionia card it is. You're burning a Zenith Blade? That's fine, I guess. You're welcome for coming in. Scorpy, hello, welcome back. We're probably gonna decrease the cost of our Gorlith here. I can make it 8, and then I can make it I can make it 8, and then I can make it maybe a 7 if I find a mobilize in time. That's progress, I think. That is indeed what I would like to call progress. What are you doing over there? You're gemming the thing. Okay, that still goes down to oh right, because it's a daybreak effect. I was like, wait, doesn't it go down? No, it doesn't, because it's a different thing now. Let's do Flight, Gemcraft, or Moon Silver. I think. Though I would actually like to get everything out of my hand before we start triggering gem crafters. I mean, it's going to be kind of awkward to try and do that. We need to find a silence, which we might be able to do. They're really stacking the goat, which I'm surprised they're not like stacking a white flame or something, because I feel like that in general is just kind of better. No one's the wiser is from a P and Z card. Is it no one's the wiser? Is that Legion Saboteur? None of those are the regions that I initially was thinking, but isn't that Legion Saboteur? No one's the wiser? Because I want to say she does that when she lands on the board the first time, because she's kind of a spy, or it has like that spy thing going on. the infiltrating thing, whatever it is I'm trying to say. Now I have to go play her just to figure out if I'm fucking right. I think I'm right, but I'm not positive about that. Let's take spells for Gorlith Gemcrafter purposes, and then let's just cast the flight here to get it out of our hand, get the Moonsilver going. We're still... Oh, wait, we can do Moonsilver and Tempting Prospect, actually. I really need, like, something that's not a 9/7 impact overwhelm goat hitting me in the face. That's not very goated of you, Souls Orbit. Not goated at all. Monochrome! Hi! Welcome back. How's it going? Welcome in. That's a gem. Okay, that's... stop goading! I'm so excited to try a top deck of Targonian Tellstones. Please, let me top deck a Targonian Tellstones at some point. I need it. I need something. That's another Gorlith. Let's take a Youngling, I think? That will increase our ability to heal nicely for Gorlith, who was already about to swap our HP around in a nice positive fashion, which is good. There's a Guiding Touch, also good. Also something we'll like to see. Let's draw a card, cast the other Youngling, and get going. Yeah, that's fine. That's the Celestial Blessing. We like to see Celestial Blessings. Those Cosmic Youngling, Celestial Blessing, cast one of our many, 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 many Guiding Touches, and hopefully maybe we can stun that out of existence. Or again, we find one of our blessings and fucking silence it. Do they have Pantheon? They almost have Pantheon. So it's about to be time to worry about Pantheon, actually. I'm about to worry about the man who honestly should probably just get some assless chaps at this point. I've come around to agreeing with the assless chaps decision for the Pantheon. I'm gonna draw here just to guarantee that we get another proc on him. There's a Stony Suppressor. We have a 5/17 right now at 8 mana. We are once again going to be on 7 on their attack, which is okay actually, because that means we get 8 on ours, which would be fancy. I really want to be able to stun that with my Crescent Strike. Please let me Crescent Strike. Ah, it's a Flame Spitter. No! Gosh darn it! They're healing. They're doing a lot of damage here. Can they kill me? No, they can't kill me. But they are definitely looking for it. Like, that's 19 damage. To be fair, that is 19 fucking damage. They need one more and... Well, no, because it doesn't have Overwhelm. It doesn't have Overwhelm anymore, right? So we just put the fucking... Youngling in front of it. I guess with all our healing that makes the most sense, because the Gemcrafter is really what's buffing this guy. Thank God he didn't find a third Zenith Blade. I would have cried. I would have done a cry, though that would have also meant that I could have stunned the thing, so also would have been fine if that had occurred. Also would have been fine if that had occurred. Also, Monochrome, I'm playing the open. I'm not currently planning to play in the open. I'm definitely not warmed up for it at all. I'd have to do a lot to like get myself in shape for that shit. I know it's approaching, right? Is it next weekend? Oh, thank you for buffing that, Gorlith. I do appreciate that. At this point, it's 18. That's enough to kill them, and they've burned a spell. So I think I'm gonna cast the Flight and Stony Suppressor and go from there. I'm gonna play in the closed. I'm gonna play in my fucking apartment with the door locked. That's the closed this weekend. Yeah, probably not. We're also house sitting as of like today, so it would be extra complications if we have to take care of a dog and someone else's property, and it would just be kind of complicated. You're not running as well playing anyway. Oh, maybe I should just join, you know? Maybe I should just say fuck it and go. I'm gonna gorlith. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna gorlith. It might lose me the game here, because there's always a chance that they, you know, have a many more for a silence or whatever, because it's Targon Vandal. But for now, I have a 620 with Formidable! It's Formidable, baby! That's a Pantheon! Doesn't have lifesteal! Please don't have lifesteal! Please don't have lifesteal! Please don't have lifesteal! Sir! Do not have the lifesteal. You do not have the lifesteal. That's exciting. They also didn't stun my shit. I'm gonna swing. Now is the time for swinging. Elusive can go too, that's fine. Elusive go. Gorlith go. That's 22 damage. Do they have the counter to the Gorlith? Do they have the counter? Or is this fucking free real estate? Please let it work. Full counter. No. They could always have celestial, what is it called? Not blessing. The reckoning? No, not reckoning. I mean, reckoning is also a stun card. The 5 mana stun thingy, witchy, what's it? That was a heal on our, that 16-12. We got the Gorlith kill! We get the Gorlith kill! We top deck another Gorlith! Doesn't matter, we have a 620. We did it. We did it! We didn't even need the flights for extra elusive damage. Celestial Wonder, is it called? I actually put it in the deck because I wanted to be able to survive, and I'm like, Celestial Reckoning? That's so bad. That's just 2 different stuns happening. Thingamajig. Celestial Wonder. It is Celestial Wonder. I think that's one of the options I shat out of my mouth. Celestial Wonder is the card that I was worried they would have, along with many more, but they didn't have it! We got it! We got the Gorlith victory. Which is pretty fucking sweet, if you ask me. I'm gonna do one more game. Chat, what should I play for the last game? We could always do more Gorlith. We've got our strange but occasionally functional Hecarim. We've always got Dwayne. We've got Mirai stuff. I'm not gonna play Canetrox because I already tried to do that in Diamond and it did not work out so well. Play that. Vote for Dwayne, I'm assuming, over there. Yeah, fuck it. Scorpio, whatever you send in, I'll take a look at it. We'll see what it is. If it's darkness, I will kill you. It's not. Okay, I don't have to kill you. This is nice. Play whatever Scorpy's trolling us with. Alright. Viewer, Scorpy, Mono, Dad. Hi, Dad. It's me. How's Nox doing? I've heard it's horrible this time of year. I hope all the trees have died. Anyway, this is Samir Swain. I'm sorry about it, Chrome. I do apologize. But at least we're getting some Swain action. Even if there's no I almost called it Ginny. There's no Jwin. There's no Juan. There's no Jin involved. All out! Pigeon, Elegant Edge, Saboteur, Noxian Telstones. Oh, I can find out if she says no one's the wiser on Summon. Ah, that's good. I can scratch that itch. Noxian Telstone, Stylish Shot, Daring. I almost said diving. Daring Demolitionist, Imperial Demolitionist, Demolisher, whatever. Boom Boom explosions. Samira, Legion Marauder, Whirling Death, Bloody Business, Swain, Leviathan, Incisive Tactician, and Strength in Numbers. We've got Legion Marauders, which I have not played in a hot minute. I'm gonna bump it up to at least 55% good for the inclusion of a Legion Marauder. We do love it. Can I play this in the standard? In the standard place? I can. Fuck it. We're gonna do it there. Okay, I don't have any of the skins. I'm sorry. Swain honestly does deserve a skin, but I don't play him enough that I felt like investing in the Infernal was a purchase I was gonna make. Maybe eventually I will buy it, though. It does look very good because it's Swain, and he usually looks very good. Let's do Chip. We haven't done Chip in a hot minute. It is only one Levi. It is only one Levi. I don't know why Renekton is calling to me, but it is, so we'll use that. Okay. Mono Dad, For the win. Hopefully. Hopefully for the win. Find me a person. I need to play Legion Saboteur so I can figure out if I figured out her voice line correctly. That's all, though. You want to have the one that turn Levi draw so there is no reason for more than one? I'm probably gonna fuck this up, don't worry about it. Alright, Legion Marauders. We got Pigeons, we got Marauders, we got Legion Saboteur so I can test my fucking theories. I can do experiments. Haha. Anyway, I should cast Pigeon, though. Probably. Pigeon Demolitionist is probably better. I'm gonna cast the Pigeon. We'll wait for the Saboteur, because then I can smack, and then it will also smack, and then we can get an attack, and it will be okay. Now, Jen, your opinions are biased, and you do not care? Thank you for clarifying. You're allowed to have fucking opinions, though. Like, I have opinions about Darkness that I will not shut up about, and also... What else do I hate in this life, and in this meta? And in this game, many things actually. There are many things I hate. Okay, we're gonna do a smack. That's 5 hull damages. We kill a Catalyzer. That's okay. It's gonna do its thing. Now I can find out what the Lieben Saboteur, what it says. That's a Legion. Ooh, but I could cast Marauders, too. I think the Marauders are probably better. That's a pie toss. Please, fuck off. You hate yourself? Does that count? No, on this stream, it doesn't. You're not allowed to hate yourself. I don't know. Just take care of yourselves, folks. Self-hatred is fucking real, but also you guys are amazing. Anyway, that's it. That's it. You hate yourself? Surely it counts. Come on, guys. Positivity. I'm also a trash bag who deserves to sit in a dumpster fire sometimes. So, like, I understand, though. I understand. Okay, I pass there. I'm gonna distract them with a Legion Saboteur. Explosives Prime does not know one's the wiser. Fuck you! You're proving me wrong! There's, I think, maybe multiple for this lady? No one's the wiser. Who fucking says that? Yeah, that's fine. Kill that so that I can marauder my way to victory. Marauding time. Do not kill either of them, please. Also, wait, Son of Vigar, like, hasn't done anything yet. The Son of Vigar hasn't done shit yet. Okay, let's get some 5/4s up in this motherfucker. That's down to 6 HP. That will be able to kill my Marauder, unfortunately, on this turn. There's Levi. I can bloody business that Vigar out of reality. Which I feel like is what we will have to do. Yeah, I think we just have to fucking bloody business the Vigar out of reality. Can you spoil me on the Saboteur quote? Yeah, sure, at this point, go for it, I think. At this point, you're fine to do that. You know all of her voice lines? Okay, can you inform us on this, on our debate, or on my dilemma of who says none the wiser? She does say no one's the wiser? I was right! That's great! Okay. Victory achieved. Can I take my last Marauder? Or like, it's not my last Marauder, but that's okay. That is fine. You have to block. Thank you for blocking. Okay, we're one turn away from Leviathan. They're down to 5 HP. They have removal. That's a fucking Vega. Fuck you, Vega. No one likes you, Vega. Except a lot of people, but we don't talk about those people. What's the play? You're gonna bring it up to 9. That's honestly fine. You need hard removal here to get rid of this chunky monkey, and we're also gonna get a Swain. Okay, we get the Swain. We've got 3 mana. They have 7. I'm a little nervous. That's a Dark Bulb. Acolyte. That does 5. That does not kill Levi here. Voiceland is the whole reason it's not the deck, but at least you have a 60% win rate with it. I mean, that's pretty good. That's leveled fire! My face is about to hurt. Noxus 1-drops are your favorite units. They have a lot of style. They have a lot of style. The whole Jin, Annie, Swain, Samira stuff has like good fucking voice lines and good fucking art and just a lot of flash. Like, I gotta appreciate the amount of flash that they put in there. 3 or less. Nope, no way I can buff it, so that's okay. So Vigar is gonna start punching my face and or my units in. That hurts. 1 mana. I mean, we could whirling it so that we have lethal on the swing, because then we can make another whirling, and they are stuck with their slow speed spells. I mean, other than fucking vengeance and stuff like that, of course. Other than the big ones, than the big spells. But they don't have Senna out, so they're somewhat limited. They can't castigate me. It also levels the Swain, which is kind of nice. Yeah, Vengeance or Minimorph is the concern here. They're down to 3 HP. We have a lot of Swains. Oh, but I can't do the Whirling Death out of the Noxian Tellstones now because of the way I played that, which is a little unfortunate. I think we might just be able to go then. And so if I play the Swain, they kill 1 for sure. And then I'm kind of stuck in the same scenario, so I'm gonna risk this. So they have to address it. You do kind of have to address it. I'm gonna try to kill the Vigar here. We still have the all-out in hand. So that's a thing that we can use to buff a little bit. +2/+1. We get the Leviathan win! Oh my god, they didn't have the removal. They didn't have the removal. What a time. Wins with Gorlith. Wins with the Swain. Let's go. 99 is a good number. 99 is a good number. It's nicely symmetrical. I'm gonna leave the stream there, I think. So thank you all for joining. I mean, also Samira's in there. We didn't see the Samira, actually. I was thinking so much about the Swain that I didn't think about the Samira as much. But yeah, thank you all for joining the stream. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did as well. You were late. That's okay. That's honestly fine. Thank you for coming in regardless of whenever you decide to step in. I will be online tomorrow as well at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So Thursdays are going to be somewhat of a variety day moving forward. We finished Mage Seeker. I actually haven't really decided on the next game that I'm going to use to fill that slot. Because right now I'm going to leave the other 2 days that I'm currently streaming up to Runeterra. I'm thinking of maybe trying out like Dead Cells on stream because there's Twitch integration with that. I do have a copy of Convergence that I was thinking of trying to get running again. Had some technical difficulties before, which is why I didn't play it on launch. I will not be doing Baldur's Gate because also everyone's going to be downloading it tomorrow. And also if you are playing Baldur's Gate or watching it, fucking enjoy that content because that's a pretty big release. To be fair, I'm trying to stream on the release date of Baldur's Gate 3, so maybe that's just it's gonna be quiet tomorrow probably, so maybe that isn't a good time to fucking die repeatedly on in Dead Cells or something like that. I'm really tempted to do it. I played Hollow Knight on stream, finished that game on stream. It would be fun to do something like Dead Cells as well. But yeah, if you have any suggestions or ideas and stuff for things you'd like to see, pop them in the Discord where I can compile them and take a look at them. But for now, I'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. and then Sunday at 5 p.m. And that's about it. I'm going to go find somebody else to raid out to. Thank you all again for joining, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day wherever you are, or whatever time it is. Let's bring up the Twitch and Runeterra and Legends of Runeterra and things. Let's see. There's me. It's a bunch of people streaming. in not English is unfortunate. Literally just woke up. Well, good morning to you then. Let's see, how about this person? Like her? We could also do Winnie the Bro, who we did before, but let's try somebody new. Yeah, let's try this person. All right. KB0 looks interesting. I have rated them before, actually. I'm gonna try this new person. It looks like they're doing some PvE and PvP stuff, so I will send you off. Thank you all for joining the stream again. Happy time zone to you, and I hope to see you again in a future stream. Goodbye!